Well, first of all, before I even get into my basketball take directing my answer to your question, Molly, since you and Max were in the Christmas spirit, you know, you got on the nice Santa hat, Max has on that beautiful sweater and stuff like that, you know, making the people smile. I didn't have anything like that, so I thought. And then I realized I got something that I know would make me smile.
Oh my God.
This works for me. This works for me. You understand?
Wow.
You know why, Max?
That was a stretch. You just needed a prop.
Because every time, hey, listen. Every time I put on this hat.
Wrong holiday.
Every time I put on this hat, it reminds me of the holiday season that's relevant to all of us, but not necessarily to those Dallas Cowboy fans out there. So that makes me feel good and in the Christmas spirit more so than anything right now. And that's what I wanted to say. Now let me stay.
Next year we'll get you a Grinch costume.
A lump of coal in all their stockings.
That's right. Let me stay in that state of Texas right now and tell you, when it comes to a player more valuable to their team, even though LeBron is the greatest in the world, even though he's that champion, the fact of the matter is it's Luka Doncic. Why do I say that, Max Kellerman? It ain't just because of his game. It's because he's in Dallas as opposed to L.A. He don't have Anthony Davis. He ain't in the second largest state in the United States of America, second largest market. I'm sorry. He ain't wearing the purple and gold. He doesn't have 17 championships as a backdrop. Okay, he don't have all of that. He's playing for the Dallas Mavericks. And who are the Dallas Mavericks without Luka Doncic? You got an injured Porzingis. You got Dorian Finney-Smith. You got Tim Hardaway. Okay, you got Josh Richardson there now. No disrespect to them, because we know that they can play and they're going to be in the playoffs. Very formidable guys, good dudes. And I love me that Tim Hardaway Jr. because I love his daddy. But let me tell you something right now. The bottom line is, without Luka, we ain't paying attention to anything about the Dallas Mavericks but Mark Cuban, and he's on Shark Tank. So the bottom line is Luka is more valuable because he's the one that single-handedly has this entire franchise relevant. That's why we got to go with Luka in this particular situation with this particular question.
Well, a lot of times we say who's more valuable to their team, and we all know one guy is better, and that's LeBron. What we're really asking is who's on the lesser team. But I think it's more than that. When you say who's more valuable to their team, Luka or LeBron, I think LeBron is more valuable to his team. And I'll tell you why, Stephen A. You're right that if you take Luka away from the Mavs, like, he gets them closer to a title, right? Or to the playoffs, or to winning a playoff series by himself, maybe, you could argue, because there's less around him. Although when Porzingis gets back, that'll change too. But I think there's something bigger than that. The question is, who gets you to the championship, to the promised land? If you put Luka on the Lakers and took LeBron off, I don't know that we'd all be saying, yes, the Lakers are definitely going to win the championship. But if you put LeBron on the Mavs and gave him Porzingis, maybe they would be title favorites. You know, this comes down to the LeBron. It happens in the LeBron-Jordan debate, too. I think LeBron by himself gets a team closer to a title than Jordan by himself. But if you give Jordan something and you give LeBron something, yeah, right. But if you give them both stuff, Jordan will take you there every single time, right? That's who LeBron is in this NBA. He's the Jordan of this NBA. Whenever LeBron has a reasonable chance to win the title, he either does or gets very close. You know, like he goes 6 games with Dellavedova as his second best player. He beats the 73-win Warriors team. If you add KD to the Warriors, nothing he can do or anyone can do. But LeBron gives you that premium over everyone else, including the Lakers, that Luka just doesn't give you. LeBron goes to the Mavs, you think maybe they could win it this year. Luka goes to the Lakers, suddenly you're like, ooh, a lot of teams in the West can compete. That premium, not just being great, not just doing more with less, but when you have something, turning it into championships, makes LeBron the most valuable to his team.
Well, I definitely hear where you're coming from, and I'm glad that you came to the party albeit a bit too late when you're recognizing LeBron as the best in the world and his extreme value. But let's take into consideration the specificity of the question that we're addressing here, Max Kellerman. The fact of the matter is, when we talk about Luka, we ain't just talking about basketball. When we talk about LeBron and Luka, we ain't just talking about basketball. Luka's an international icon right now. Luka ain't from the United States of America. He is an international icon, which is why Mark Cuban just brought up his cachet with social media. Because the bottom line is, when you look at the Dallas Mavericks, this guy has got them on the map. You realize how much money Luka is making for the Dallas Mavs franchise? You probably, listen, I don't care whether it's Lithuania, Serbia, Morocco, I don't give a damn where it's from. Everybody across the world knows something or two about the Mavs jersey right now and the Mavs franchise. All because of Luka. So let's take that into consideration, along with him being 21 years of age, along with him being white. Let's bring that up too. The brother's got a lot of cachet, and I'm talking about overall value. I'm looking at him right now, and I'm saying this kid right here is something special, and we can't ignore that.
Well, I just looked up Luka while you were talking on Twitter. He has 1.1 million followers. LeBron has 48.5 million. I don't think we want to play.
That's right. That's true.
I don't think we want to play the social media game with LeBron. He's a beast.
We know.
But I'll say this: it's
joking.
not a knock against Luka. Luka at 21, 20, like, it's ridiculous the kind of stuff he's doing at his age. He's almost on pace with LeBron. But LeBron, by the way, when I said Kawhi is the best, that's not the first time I thought LeBron was no longer the best, and I was mistaken. It's happened 3 times. Steph Curry, when he won the MVP and the team looked invincible, I thought LeBron's better, but in this NBA, Steph is better because he can shoot.
And then
Giannis. I thought that with Giannis.
And then Giannis.
I thought that with Kawhi.
And then Kawhi.
No doubt. And the remarkable thing about LeBron is whenever it looks like there's a contender to his throne and events conspire to make you think, well, he's had it. He's getting older. This dude is on the come up. He took it over. He beat back those challenges.
Max?
Steph, Giannis, and Kawhi. It's the reason he's next to Jordan all time.
First Take fans everywhere, Max Kellerman, knows that you are a huge baseball fan. Ain't that correct?
Yeah. Correct.
Since you're a huge baseball fan, 3 strikes and you're out. Steph, Giannis, Kawhi. Done.
Oh,
you're
my
out.
goodness. Stephen A.,
that's right.
I'm going to be honest with you.
LeBron's demise. That's true.
I feel like you can't see me right now. There I am. But Stephen A.'s Christmas morning just started at around 11 o'clock. He officially woke up. Southern Steve. I know you're a late night kind of guy, but thank you for joining the party. Merry Christmas, Southern Steve. It's good to have you with us. All right, guys. Plenty more to come still here after this quick break. You are something special, Mr. Smith. The doc breaks down his plans for the